love the way your breasts feel against my chest. I just want to thank you.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Is Drake a predator? Obviously, we'll talk about the beef in general at some point. But I want to talk about this specifically because initially Kendrick called him a certified lover boy, certified pedophile. And he was talking about his crew, how there's a lot of them who are doing this. And now Drake took 3 days, right? At first, all he did was respond to the fake allegation of the child. And he went, oh, I don't have no kid. If somebody could find them. And then it was like, so that's what you respond to, but you don't respond to the kiddo stuff? And then on his latest track, he talked about it. It's so funny to me because I think he thought this reply track was going to be good, but all it did was dig his hole. He said, speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. The Epstein angle was the shit that I expected. Why would you expect that?
I think that he said that that's something he expected because I have seen a lot of people question why Drake has been talking to certain underage girls in the industry. Billie Eilish. Her name is Millie Bobby, I believe is her name. I know a whole lot of people was like, okay, why are you talking to her? Why are you texting her? She is only I think she was only 15 or 16 years old. I don't know the age. I don't remember the age. So please don't quote me on that. But she was young. Let's just say that. She wasn't 18 years old. 18 or older. She wasn't that. So people were like, okay, why are you talking to her? It would just been a lot of incidents where people questioned why Drake was doing certain things when it comes to women that were girls, not women, girls that were under 18. So I've seen that around a lot when it came to YouTube, when it came to social media. I would roll past it and see it. So I remember it. I mean, it has been on the internet. So I believe that is what Drake is talking about when it comes to, okay, yeah, that's the angle that I knew you were going to take. So.
Molly Bobby Brown?
Let's say y'all got a 14-year-old daughter. She talking about a man in his late 20s this way. What y'all think?
No.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
What advice does he give you? What does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Oh, wow.
So he out here texting 14-year-olds saying, I miss you so much.
Yeah, that's...
And texting them about dating and boys. Does that sound like professional development? What are you professionally developing her in?
Okay, so the Drake thing.
Mm-hmm.
You met him, when did you first meet him?
So I played basketball, right? So he really was a fan of supported one of my teammates at the time. And
this is when you're in high school?
Yeah, in high school. So he was a fan of women's basketball, high school basketball.
At the time, Drake would have been 29.
He's a big fan of high school women's basketball.
If you say it like that, yeah, it doesn't sound wrong. What Abba is saying is if you're a man in your late whatevers, you can't be fans of no young woman things. You can't. It don't look good.
I agree. It doesn't look good, even if the intentions are not bad. It doesn't look good. Millie Bobby, I believe that's her name. Him texting her back and forth, talking about I miss you so much and all this kind of stuff, and she's only 14 years old. It's not your daughter, it's not your goddaughter, it's nothing. It looks very bad because it's why are you texting a 14-year-old girl that you miss her so much?
He likes hanging around teenage girls. That's it. Now, I remember a time where Michael Jackson couldn't breathe without people calling him a pedo.
It's not the same thing. It was not just the Neverland. It was all the allegations. It was not just the Neverland. It was the allegation of smoking Jesus juice, of drinking Jesus juice and sleeping in the same bed.
I can't talk about the Michael Jackson thing because I wasn't heavy on like the media and stuff and what was going on back then because I was too young. Okay, let's just call it like it is. And when Michael Jackson, when his allegations and stuff came about, I was a kid. So I probably don't even know how he was being dragged under the mud and everything like that because I really don't remember it.
I don't want to be someone that defends, but let's stick to the facts here.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let's stick to the facts, right?
Go ahead.
Your daughter's texting, 14-year-old daughter's texting a 29-year-old man dating advice.
Yep.
They talk about they miss each other. The fact is he didn't do nothing that we can prove.
That's great.
What you doing?
That's true.
What you doing?
What you doing about your 14-year-old?
You're 100% right.
Okay.
You have no business as other people.
It's not like I'm doing conjecture
right,
about
but
something. There's no world I know of where a 14-year-old is texting a 29-year-old saying, I miss you so much, and texting them about dating advice with boys.
I can understand that. But the same way, if it was a boy, it wouldn't be the same thing. Because in the eyes of the world, it's not really the same thing.
That is very true. We're talking about how serious society looks at it. He's probably going to be like, no, that's not true. If my son was talking to an older woman, I would have, reacted the same way. But we're not talking about how you would have reacted. Because, of course, if I had a son or if I had a daughter, no matter who it was, a son or a daughter, if they're talking to somebody that they're not supposed to be talking to, when they're teenagers, when they're in middle school, I don't care what age, if they're underage, yeah, I'm going to step in and I'm shutting that shit down, no matter if it's a boy or a girl. But society doesn't take it as serious when it comes to if a girl is talking to somebody that is older than her and a guy who's talking to somebody that's older than, a guy that's talking to somebody that's older than him. You get what I'm saying? Society doesn't take it as serious when it comes to the opposite. So, yeah, that is true. And for me personally, I don't think it's right. I think that both should be took as, if you gonna make a big deal out of this little teenage girl talking to this grown-ass man, you need to make it just as a big of a deal when a little boy, a teenage boy is talking to a grown-ass woman. So yeah, I think both of them should be equal when it comes to society-wise.
It's not really the same thing.
Listen, sorry. No. If my 14-year-old son is texting a 29-year-old, they talk about each other, I'm thinking something sexual is going on. Absolutely.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah. And I think most parents would at home, too. There is no time or place a 14-year-old is texting a 29-year-old woman, I miss you, and someone not thinking it's sexual, and they talking about dating all the time.
I'm mad at that.
That's not a gender thing.
I'm mad at that.
Now, you might say we might take one more seriously, sure. Yeah. But there's no doubt that we would. Yeah. There's no doubt that nobody would see that age difference and think that's weird.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
We're good.
Okay. So now we got there. We got him taking a lot of interest. And here's the thing. I'm going to say something. It's not just that this dude really follows or he's supportive of high school basketball teams. He starts following these girls. He starts contacting them. What business do you have contacting these young women outside of just being supported at the game? It's not like he was just in the stands. No, he can't do that. But let's keep watching.
I was her teammate, so he followed me because of her. And I was like, oh, shit, bitch, you got Drake to follow me? Like, what the hell? Like, that's so crazy.
Oh, my God.
He followed me, and I lost it. I'm like, I have to meet Drake. Like, I love Drake. I've always loved Drake, still love Drake. So, basically, he followed me. Maybe a year later is when I built up the confidence to, like, message him on, like, some working stuff, because I was 18 when I messaged him. And I DM'd him, like, hey,
He knows what the he's doing. Mm-hmm. Why is he following her on Instagram? For what reason? Just to be clear, I'm saying this because this is not just conjecture. I don't care who this is from. Irrespective of the beef, this dude is a straight up weirdo. Certified.
When footage from a 2010 Drake concert began circulating the internet. Footage where a 23-year-old Drake invites a girl from the crowd on stage, dances with her, smells her hair, massages her shoulders, puts his arms around her, and then starts to kiss her neck.
I remember this video.
Carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you?
Drake walks away.
It's not looking good, bruv.
17? Why do you look like that? You big. Look at all this.
Wow.
Well, alright. Well, listen, 17. I had fun. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest and stuff. I just want to thank you.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
It is a sickness of the highest order. Huh? It is deviant, therefore we don't want it. Huh?
When he found out she was 17, he continued. And I think that's what people are looking at. It's like when you found out she was 17, that's when you was like, okay, yeah, you gotta go. You know, like you too young. But he continued to touch on her, to kiss her, to make, inappropriate comments about her breasts being on his chest, and it don't look good. Now, if they had a video of him doing all of that and then saying, how old are you? And she says 17, and he like, oh, no. You gotta go. Thank you for, supporting me and everything, but you too young. And they escorted her back to her seat. Then you can be like, okay, he's not wrong here. Even if he did that, you still should get verification on how old a girl is or a boy is, whatever, when they come on that stage and you're about to do all that. Make sure you get that verification to be like, how old are you? Before you even do anything. But he continued. And I think that's why people are looking at him very much side-eye.
Guys, remember one of his associates, Little Baca, was referenced a few times in Kendrick's song saying he's a predator or whatever.
The same year, Drake would post on Instagram, celebrating the release of Baca Not Nice, a rapper, friend, and member of Drake's record label, OVO, following a stint in jail for allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution, a weapons charge, and human trafficking. The now deleted post read, "Something in the air today, a lot of good things happening at once, but this one means the most. Been waiting 11 months. Baca finally home."
I just wonder if he was also banging his girl while he was in jail.
Wow.
Remember when he said that shit about Wayne?
Reference to Wayne, yeah.
You knew that happened, right?
And
Wayne confirmed it. Yeah, so just to be clear, people saying, oh, Kendrick just spread rumors. No, a lot of what Kendrick said is actually verifiable and provable. He did smash Wayne's girl while he was in jail.
Well, he wasn't there.
A year later, in May of 2016, 29-year-old Drake was spotted eating dinner with 18-year-old Hailey Bieber in West Hollywood. Due to their allegedly flirty interaction and Drake wearing a matching H necklace, rumors of them dating began circulating, with Entertainment Tonight even alleging that the two hooked up at Drake's Memorial Day party. However, during this time, Hailey did an interview with E! News, revealing that she'd known Drake for around 4 years at this point, meaning that a 25-year-old Drake first met Hailey when she was just 14.
Another 14-year-old? Another 14-year-old? You going on dinner dates with her when she hit 18 in public?
Oh, wow.
Another 14-year-old? How many more y'all need? Let's keep watching.
Because you got more?
A now 32-year-old Drake released a song titled Nice for What, featuring the line, "High school pics, you was even bad then."
I'm sorry, bro. That's crazy.
What Would You Do If Your Teenager Became an Overnight Instagram Sensation was released by The Guardian, detailing a story about 16-year-old Charlie D'Alessio going viral on Instagram after being...
Another one. Oh my God. Just him mentioning, I don't even know if Drake's involved yet, but him just mentioning a young girl, I feel like Drake just, hold on, we're going home. feeling.
They were in the back of the car chatting away and checking in on social to say they were in Toronto, just like normal teenagers. And then suddenly Madison was like, oh god, it's Drake FaceTiming us. Should I answer? As Ford drove on, listening to her daughter and her friend chatting away in the back seat with one of the biggest hip-hop stars on the planet, she felt the world as she knew it shifting under the wheels of her car. I thought, okay, she's hanging out with Drake. I guess this is for real.
What was you saying at the beginning?
Nothing.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Planet, she felt the world as she knew.
I think that's Drake calling me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, you saw that?
Month, Drake would release a song titled Jaded, featuring the line, we coulda waited, I wasn't Russian, differences in ages, you're old enough, but you're still a baby.
Self-snitching. Just to reference, you're saying that
wait, I didn't even know about that line. Listen, I have been listening to that song for the longest. And I have not even paid attention to that line at all.
So, just to go back on what you were saying that no parents would have let that shit happen. She did. She was driving and they were chatting in the back, and she said, oh, I guess this is weird.
What I said was very different. I said no parent would let their daughter talk to a 29-year-old man. What I didn't add to that caveat is if they're famous. Because famous people let their kids do weird shit.
Exactly.
Okay?
Cool.
That's a whole different thing.
Cool.
But to
That's
be
why
clear, this is
what-
weird behavior irrespective of anyone. They operate in weird ways. You know what I mean? Some of them stop parenting and leave the managers in charge of everything.
The weird thing they would do for the advancement of their kids, the weird shit that they would do.
Yep.
Some of these parents,
It's sad.
whether it's in dance or
It's sad.
acting, whatever, some of y'all parents are pimps.
Yeah.
And you're pimping the dreams that you had through your kids.
Yep.
Basically living through your children. And it's true. Some parents do be living through their children and they pimp their children out. Some don't know that they're pimping their children out because they're too invested in living through them. And some do know that they're pimping their children out but don't care.
So I'll talk about the rap beef at a different date, but I just want to talk about this portion specifically because I think it's telling that people think this is just rap. No. Okay? Where there's smoke, there's absolutely fire with this one, and this one's a whole bonfire.
I think it's a
in
rap.
the middle of the woods.
I think it's a rap battle. It's not a beef, but whatever.
That's a beef. When you're bringing up allegations,
I can understand
Yeah,
that.
they got
it's
some beef
still a
with
rap battle. Rap battle's been vicious, been known to be vicious, exposing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
The beef thing, what I know from a beef is people dying.
It's people don't understand the culture of hip hop. Especially this new generation. Okay? This new generation don't know the culture of hip hop. When it comes to rap battles, whatever they can get on you, they're going to talk about. That's just how it has been. Like anything, any dirt that they got on you, yeah, you about to hear it. They about to, absolutely. Have y'all seen that? Great example. Great example. Have y'all seen, it was a viral video of two underground rappers. I don't remember their name. I just know that it was rumored, allegedly, that Remy Ma was messing with one of the underground rap battle guys that was rap battling that night. And the guy that he was rap battling with brought up his affair that he was having with Remy Ma. Mind you, this is underground rap battle. That's something that he probably got from a source. He probably seen around him. Whatever, however he got that information, he used it in that rap battle. That is a good example of what I'm talking about. If you're rap battling somebody and they know about it, they're going to use it against you. That's how it is. That's how the culture has been for the longest.
Mr. Prosecutor, this is what no. It's like, go look at that song and look into it. That's what he did.
Bro.
That's what he did.
It's my fault that you got pictures of you holding on to ladies like, and they 17. Nobody snitching on you.
So it's a rap battle.
That's you.
To me, it's not a beef.
You should never be holding a 14-year-old like this.
I've heard more vicious shit in rap
Exactly.
battles than this.
Exactly.
Vicious stuff.
I've never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this is the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm too famous for the shit you just suggested. How many super famous guys have been caught with underage people and been doing it for a long time?
Yeah,
Nobody.
How long did
That
Trump
was a bad
Arkansas
comeback.
operate, even though this man was hanging outside high schools waiting to pick up high schoolers?
Couple of months, stops.
What a dumbass saying, I'm too famous. Do you know how many famous dudes get away with diddling young kids all the time? Is Drake a predator?
I don't know, man.
I feel like that's what everyone's talking about.
Is Kendrick beating his wife?
I don't think people are talking about it. Are they? I think that was briefly mentioned, and everyone's back to Drake like,
A lot of can of worms had came out when it comes to Drake during this beef. So we're gonna see how this plays out for real. We're gonna see how it plays out. We're gonna see what happens next. But yeah, what do you guys think about this situation? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Drake has been talking to underage girls, or do you think that his communication was innocent and it wasn't nothing like that? Or do you think he's guilty as fuck? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't worry about failure. You don't have to be right once. Peace.
Kinetics with the fucking plug.